Welcome and have a nice day. This application, DaVinci Resolve External Tools, contains several tools that can help you work in DaVinci Resolve. More tools will be added over time. The application consists of parts that we will look at in turn and demonstrate how to work with each tool. Part 1. Import markers to YouTube. In DaVinci Resolve, after creating timeline markers in a specific color, we go to the Markers tab via the Index button to see our markers. To give you an idea, we'll add another marker, name it, and we can add a note as well. And again, we'll choose the blue marker color. Here it is. Next, we switch to the tab Edit Index, and via the right button, we select the columns for better clarity, for example like this. However, this is not necessary. But here it is important to filter these markers by color from the menu of this panel via the option Show Markers and then choose the color blue. Again, open the menu and at the very bottom press Export Edit Index. Name and save this list of markers in CSV or text format to your computer disk. Now it is possible to open and import this file into the program via the button Open File and Import. Before that, however, we can choose whether we want to display the hours, what type of separator and whether to number the items. After importing, the entire text can be manually edited. If the 0 time is missing, it will be filled in automatically. The contents of the file can be viewed by clicking on the small button next to the file name. Clicking the Copy Text button will paste the content from this window into Clipboard for further use, for example, just to add to a YouTube video. If you save the selected nodes on the Fusion page via right-click Settings Save As or as a macro to a .setting file, it can become difficult to navigate through these files over time. The comments attached to these files are not helpful, as they only appear when you import them into the node editor. Another problem is the laborious copying and pasting of the contents of these files. Opening the file, marking the entire contents, saving to the clipboard, and then pasting into the node editor via Ctrl+V. This tool solves all these problems. Quickly locate our item. Here it is. And paste into Fusion using the context menu or the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+V. After opening the context menu, we can open the file in a text browser and perhaps change the comment. We reload the items and see that the comment for this item has been changed. Change the type, macro operator, marked with a red letter M, to group operator, can be done from the context menu. This function will not change the content of the file, but will transfer it to your computer's memory for pasting into DaVinci Resolve's Fusion. For a simple file path save, for example, can be used to load them in the macro editor in Fusion. By pressing this button, we can save the entire list to the computer's memory for insertion into our document. Complete list of projects and timelines from DaVinci Resolve. This tool creates an overview table of your projects and timelines, allowing you to quickly search by title, project notes or time. Its function is to safely navigate through the individual tables of DaVinci Resolve database files, reading only the necessary information. It never writes to these files, so they cannot be corrupted or altered in any way. For example, let's show the project table data for a fast noise entry. And finally a note for this project. We can manually search for the project on the computer by selecting its directory via the Load button. The directory name must always end with Resolve Disk Database /Resolve Projects. After loading all the information from the database files, a list of projects will be displayed with the data already mentioned and also the number of timelines. If we want to search for a specific project, for example the word Quick Fusion Quick Start, we can see that it has 8 timelines, and when we activate this entry via the F8 button or double-clicking the mouse, the table will switch to the list of timelines. Similar to the project entries, it will show some properties, the number of video clips per timeline and even the approximate length. This is all information that can be helpful when searching for a specific project and timeline. We can also quickly search this list from the search box, and there are options for case sensitivity and whole words to refine the search. Checking the Show Only Projects option or double-clicking on an item again will return us to the project list. We can also search for items by time in the list of projects by date of last modified. Here is the last change, and clicking on this row will move to this item in the list. Similarly, in the list of timelines, by date added. By pressing this button, we can save the entire list to the computer's memory for insertion into our document. In each part of the program there is an accessible button. After pressing it, a window opens from which we can forcefully terminate all running DaVinci Resolve processes. This is a much faster way than laboriously searching and terminating these processes in the long list of the Task Manager.
The program is completely free and can be downloaded from the above-mentioned website's Ravban software.